Aptera taking orders for EV that it claims never needs charging.
But before we start, please support us by pressing the like and subscribe buttons, so that we can continue to provide information about car and motorcycle news. Also turn on the bell button to get the latest updates. Your support means a lot to us. Thank you.
On this electric car, they say, solar panels can generate 40 miles of range per day. Which means that next year, you might be able to buy a plug-in that doesn't need to be plugged in. Someday, electric cars will have 1,000 miles of range. And that day will come next year, if Aptera makes good on its claims for the latest iteration of its three-wheeled, two-seat EV. The Aptera looks like an airplane fuselage minus the wings, which, they say, earns it a 0.13 coefficient of drag and allows it to expend only 100 watt-hours of energy per mile. Thus, with a 100.0-kWh pack, you get 1,000 miles of range. Or actually somewhat more, because the Aptera also has another trick. Its never charge solar roof array, which can add about 40 miles of range over the course of a sunny day. Adding panels to the hood and hatch can add another 24 miles of range. So theoretically, depending on the location and your driving habits, you might not have to ever plug the thing in. Which is not to say that the Aptera is solar powered, in the sense of real-time charging while driving. The sun just doesn't spit out enough horsepower for that, unless you build something with a ton of surface area and near zilch for drag. That's why experimental solar-powered cars always look like a section of tin roof fell onto a recumbent bicycle. Aptera says the solar charge rate can hit 5 miles of range per hour. Hey, that could add up. You paying attention, preppers? The Aptera has decent horsepower. Apparently, they're not forthcoming on that number, although they do have some claims on 0 to 60 mph times. The front-wheel drive car should be good for a 5.5 second 0 to 60, with the three-wheel drive model clocking 3.5 seconds. Battery packs will range in size from 25.0 kilowatt-hours, good for about 250 miles of range, up to the 100.0-kWh pack, with the heaviest model weighing in at 2,200 pounds. Essentially, you're driving a battery on wheels. With DC fast charging, Aptera says the charge rate can hit 500 miles of range per hour. Pricing will range from $25,900 to more than $46,000, depending on options. The first models out will be called Paradigm and Paradigm Plus, but it's not clear if that's the vehicle's name or just the trim levels. Intriguingly, there's a variant with higher ground clearance, tougher wheel fairings, and an integrated tent and awning, proving that there's no corner of the transportation universe untouched by the craze for overlanding. This all sounds like fun, but we, like most humans on the planet, have yet to drive an Aptera. Here's hoping that changes next year.
Thanks for watching. Drop a like. Leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe to watch more videos like this.